Chat, here we go. We're back at it again with another $250 1v1. The best of 7 series between Joreuz and dralii. And this has actually happened before. Dralii and Joreuz have played each other, and I want to say only once. Somebody correct me if they've played more times, but I know they played... you know what? They might have played twice. No, once. I don't know. I think it was just once. I think it was at the end of Feer Fest. Feer Fest 2, dralii was the winner of that. And then I believe we played Joreuz because Joreuz wasn't in the original tournament to see how he would fare against Joreuz, and then he swept him. He swept him in that and showed that he was absolutely capable of taking Joreuz down. Now, have they played in somebody else's stream other than mine? I don't know. Have I played them at some other time? I'm not sure. Yeah, this is the best of 7. Joreuz covering that for me. dralii gonna get a quick goal. We've had Joreuz on a bunch. Joreuz has been really interested in playing 1v1s. He messaged me not long ago, actually, when I happened to miss him sometime. He was like, oh man, sorry, but I'm actually really down to play more games, so just let me know. So he's been playing on my stream, he's been playing on Johnny's stream, he's just been trying to get his games in. dralii is not a bad guy to play some games for some practice, or maybe even a nice little prize. HelloFresh is wild. They're on a 9 million YouTube and also a smaller one like Feer. That's why you want to know more info. Oh, yeah. You're going to hear stuff from HelloFresh. They sponsor a ton of people. I've seen humongous YouTubers get sponsored by HelloFresh. YouTubers in the comments, if you guys want to use the HelloFresh code. We talked about it a little bit more. I'm not going to make the whole Showmatch talking about HelloFresh, but really, it's a good product, right? It's a good product. Basically, I haven't taken any sponsorships. Don't know if I ever will from products that I wouldn't absolutely use myself or have used myself. So yeah, if you're interested, if you ever thought about trying it out, get a couple of meals, try it out. You never know. And supporting me that way helps. It makes it so that sponsors go, hey, it was a good idea to give Feer some money to run these big show matches. I'll do it again. I haven't seen the new space station announcement yet, by the way. Chat told me that it came out. It sounds like it was LJ, and that's kind of what we expected, so nothing crazy there. dralii at 4-2. The colors on the map are slightly weird. You guys see that? Every once in a while when you tab in or you join a match, the colors are like, the contrast is turned up a little bit. And that's definitely the case here for some reason. dralii 5-2. Joreuz is throwing a whoops in the chat as he flips right. Ball goes left, and he doesn't stand a chance. That was the same direction that dralii was winning his kickoffs against Moxie with. And dralii got a bit of a break. In case you're watching here from the YouTube, watching these videos back to back, wondering why dralii's going right back into it. We had agreed on the doubleheader today before the day started. We did give dralii about a 10-minute break in between his last match. It doesn't seem to have bothered him too much, the end result of the previous one. So he is now right back in the lead here against Joreuz. Able to dodge the bump. The cringe from the Joreuz man himself. Not the best of setups from him with the bump. And it's not even going to show us it on the replay. dralii going to go up 6-2. Turf Wars really leaned hard into the calling the air dribble bumps cringe. I think that's just because you had Rizzo there. Rizzo's fun to listen cast. He always makes it funny as well, because that's just his nature. He's a great, like, just standard commentator. Like, if you told him he wasn't allowed to make jokes at all, he would do a great job. Like, not that his joke commentating is bad, but he's just a pure good commentator already. But then he just likes to be funny with it too, which is always a great time, I think, for the viewer. dralii trying to play a bit of keep away on this double off the back wall. These wall dashes and wave dashes. dralii staying right with the play. He does fall too far away from it now. dralii having to use a little bit of boost to get back to this one. Look at this shot from dralii. He is absolutely on fire here in this new game. We didn't see a ton of aerial attack from him before, but he sets this one up perfectly, and Joreuz goes flying by 7-2. This is an early lead for dralii. Has got to feel good starting a match against Joreuz, although we've talked about it before. Going up against Joreuz does frequently seem to be a mistake. You have to be able to finish out the full series against this Dutchman, right? That's what Netherlands is. Because he will come back from any sort of deficit. Yes, you can. Joreuz has had enough of this game. 2 minutes left. 6 goals. This is actually the exact same forfeit that we saw dralii do. Same amount of time. And still possible for him to have come back, but doesn't want to deal with it. I'm going to hop out of this game since he said he forfeit. I think he's just still playing out of courtesy, but no reason to sit in there any longer. Game number 2. dralii and Joreuz. Joreuz, a tough start. Only a couple goals for him as dralii ran it up. Decided with a couple minutes left to go that he needed mercy in that game number 1. But he's going to start with a lead early. Nice pop over the top of the pre-jump. Great counters to the pre-jump. We've seen so much more pre-jumping in 1v1s as players have looked to find ways to stop the air dribble meta. Pre-jumping has been a great way of doing so. But of course, with everything in Rocket League, the counter plays will always find a way, and I quite like sending a booming, soaring clear over the top of even a pre-jump to get your way in. Joreuz evading bumps here. dralii didn't get a touch, so now Joreuz just needs to take this to the net, and he is so clean. There are players that exist that would have a tough time finding a way to capitalize on this position. How do I get a touch? How should I fall from the ceiling? How do I get it to the net ASAP without dralii recovering? Joreuz is not going to be one of those guys. He is going to be able to improvise at a moment's notice, and this time decides to lob it up to the ceiling and drive off to finish it off. dralii, slow dribble. Waited until it was going to be impossible for Joreuz to be able to react. Then flipped it top corner. Crossbar down too. Chat, did any mods figure out the title for us? I have not updated the title. Am I going to be streaming the roster royale? No, it'd be cool to have either casted it or streamed the team, but I'm not going to do that today. We got this instead. Joreuz, what a shot. Playing it off the ceiling. dralii, once again, I mean, not pre-jumping fully. He couldn't pre-jump completely when he just lost the kickoff. He had to go back to get boost, but still trying to early challenge. It's not going to work out. Joreuz does a good job of keeping it away, and now kickoff goal. Man, this is why you see players forfeit. And this is why players want to get into another game. The mental reset that they gain from that can often lead to an immediate comeback like this. But to be fair, it has taken Joreuz exactly 57 seconds to get a 3-goal advantage on dralii. Keep in mind, he was only down, what, 6? And he had 2 full minutes to do so. Considering dralii might be playing it a little bit differently if he had a 3-goal lead, you never know. But it has now taken just a little over a minute for Joreuz to get a 4-goal made-up deficit. So he is working back the deficit he had last game almost completely. But it is hard to say whether or not dralii would be playing exactly the same way if he was playing with a 8-4 lead or whatever it was, or 8-2 lead. Thank you for the prime. Taha, 120-12113. Much appreciated. Joreuz, look at this flick. The nasty setup. Is this the Johnski? It's been a long time, but I want to say this is what we called the Johnski a long time ago on our stream. The nice tornado spin into the backflip flick. I don't think anybody calls it Johnski, and I imagine most of chat has never heard that even be said, but people who watched the stream a long time ago might remember. So, in credit to Joreuz now, he has only gotten a 5-goal lead in 2 minutes, which means he would have lost the previous game. So, hey, Better use your comeback on the new game. Turns out he was right all along. dralii did a good job of keeping away, but he couldn't use the last bit of boost to double it in. And in the meantime, Joreuz took his opportunity to take his own corner. So now dralii playing with very little. Joreuz passed to himself. Not going to be an angle to make a play. Did steal dralii's back corner boost. dralii finally gets a lead. Soft touch, then flip into the boost. Make sure he gets the steal. And the positional play that he wanted. Joreuz challenging over the top. Not going to work. dralii gets a second. Cannot put yourself too high when you want to pre-jump. Have to be coming and attacking the ball from below it. As soon as you find yourself above the play without having made contact, it's so hard to push yourself back down. Joreuz trying to find a tight angle. dralii found a way to break it up. Didn't seem like there was going to be any sort of touch that could have stopped him. dralii's a creative mind, found a way, flipping, bumping the Joreuz out of that play. Joreuz is going to stop this on the goal line. Sees dralii nowhere near, wants to milk as much time as possible. Why not? dralii is making his way back, but I don't think there's any way that dralii could save that. So many more seconds taken off the clock by Joreuz. No need to watch it again. I think we all saw everything that happened there. (7-2) for Joreuz. Wave dash shot. We saw Zapatos doing that same kind of shot a ton in Turf Wars. Wave dashing into the ball to chip it up. Now dralii. Great setup. Couple different fakes. Eventually takes his opportunity. Thought maybe he just might try and get Joreuz to miss. But once he had that ball square in front of the net, he knew he had the placement that Joreuz couldn't get to. dralii, really tough double. Actually, really smart decision to make it a triple. Instead of trying to score off of that first touch from the air, let's try and smack it again off the back wall. Get a third. Not only is it a better chance at scoring, it also is a way safer play that has led to him having another possession. What a save from Joreuz. That was a great shot. And Joreuz is going to be rewarded here with a goal of his own for his defensive efforts. Can I forfeit? Of course. Of course. This time it's going to be a 5-goal forfeit with a minute left to go. All right. If you these are getting a little bit early. We're going to end up finishing a best of 7 in no time. Luckily, Joreuz needs to leave early, so it actually works well for him. Or not early, but he's got somewhere to be. So going through games a little bit faster isn't the end of the world. Game number 3. I already see the YouTube comments now. They're going to be talking about how I shouldn't let players forfeit. I think that there's nothing wrong with players forfeiting early in 1v1s. When they forfeit too early, I think that's, it's hard to really say what is too early. But these last couple forfeits probably towed the line a little bit. But hey, I'm going to let these players do what they want to do. I think something that James Bot actually brought up this weekend while I was at Turf Wars, because there was a game in which Evo very clearly had forfeit without forfeiting. He just kind of drove around the map and was like, I had lost this one. And James was talking about whether or not players are allowed to do that. And he brought up, I think he brought up StarCraft and how those kind of 1v1 games, players forfeit once the match is over all the time, before it comes all the way to the final moments. And it is a bit harder to end those games. It's probably one of the reasons why forfeits happen. But I don't think it's the end of the world when games have been completely won by one player. Usually, if you don't let them forfeit, they're just going to visibly forfeit and drive around and waste everyone's time for the next few minutes anyways. So I say we get the same amount of quality Rocket League. And dralii going to use this reset to get a second. One thing that I will not do in the future, in case you're worried, is tournament games. I will not let people forfeit entire series. I don't know if you guys remember, but KV1 forfeited an entire series after 2 games or so, or 3 games in a best of 7. That, I think, should not be allowed. In the future, we'll make sure no one does that. That being said, back into this game. High level quality Rocket League. By the way, Bats on Twitch. 23 months subbing. Almost 2 full years of subbing with that Prime. Bats on Twitch. Thank you so much, man. The recent show matches have been fire. Keep it up. Thank you. Dralii back to the midfield. Going to have the boost advantage. Joreuz wants to close some of the distance. Going to get bumped here. Air dribble bump. Top right. Dralii a third. Haven't seen a ton of these air dribble bumps so far today. A quality chance there. I'm not even really an air dribble bump. Single touch from Dralii. Dralii's going to ignore the kickoff. Something that I feel like, on my stream at least, Joreuz popularized. Tons of players do it now. Joreuz slow dribbling. Knows his opportunity is coming. He thought he could catch Dralii off guard. I don't know why he thought he could get enough power on it in order to get it past Dralii. Dralii's got the first save. At least he's still able to hold on to possession. Look at this fake! Oh my goodness. Absolutely destroyed his axles. Dralii up in the air with his 12 boost. Oh, you're nowhere close, bud. He tried to use his flip in a desperate attempt to get back to where the ball was, but Joreuz did him dirty. Dralii going to likely play this off the wall as quick as he can. Force it to the net. What a touch! Talk about a fake. This is basically a fake, even though he finishes it off with a shot instead of slow rolling it in. Gets that reset. Threatens that he's going to go to the far side of the net, but instead catches it and cuts it under. Joreuz goes equally as flying off into no man's land. So these two guys trade the disrespectful fakes. Dralii using the ceiling reset to play keep away, and he's going to double it in, pinching it off the post. Joreuz trying to challenge early. Normally when Dralii brings the ball that high, that's actually the perfect opportunity for someone to challenge off the ceiling. It's harder to challenge the air dribbles when they are a little bit lower in the air, so that's why it felt like the right decision for Joreuz to look to intercept. Dralii, seeing it coming, just picks up the pace on the ball, makes the quick play. He's able to get it past the challenge before Joreuz makes it there. The creativity from both these players in the air. Oh my goodness. Joreuz. The air dribble over the top of Dralii, who's honestly shadowing decently far away, and yet still not able to get in front of this ball. You can see the way Joreuz uses his air roll too. I feel like just to help get even a bit more power on that touch to push it over the top of the defensive play from Dralii. Now Wada air dribble, please take it. The fans want to see it so bad. Ceiling reset. Dralii able to intercept it off the ceiling as well. You can see Joreuz trying to adjust that setup to push it past where Dralii was coming from. Dralii still able to get what he wanted. Reset for the 50. It's stopped out by Joreuz, and now the high touch. Actually thought about maybe the bump attempt, but Joreuz, he doesn't need bumps. He's the least cringe player in the game, as he gets a reset to push it past Dralii. Dralii coming off the wall. Thought the ball was going to drop down, but no. This has become the battle that I think everybody hopes for when they see Joreuz versus Dralii. Joreuz going to pinch off this wall. A standard defense mechanism against high-level air dribblers when they win that kickoff. Force them back into their corner. Give yourself a bit more time to get boosted so you don't have to deal with the dribble right away. Dralii uses this reset to pop it just a bit too high. Joreuz is able to dodge the demo. We've been watching both these plays from the defensive perspective, but Dralii's going to make it worthwhile by showing how his defense turns the offense. So he gets himself a second goal. Joreuz, not the best of flicks, as he put just a bit too much separation between himself and the ball. He couldn't stick with it and win the 50 that he was trying to go for at the end of it. So that'll be a 6-4 lead for Dralii. Looking like forfeiting is the key to getting a win in the next game at the current pace. Joreuz letting this fall to the ground. This flick just barely saved by Dralii. A bit more power, and I think Dralii would not have gotten a touch on it. Joreuz will he be able to win this race to the net. Dralii's having to recover with 0. Oh, Joreuz, long shot. It was going to be tough. It was going to be a tight window. I don't think that was an open net miss. Some people might think so, but he had to shoot it quickly. Dralii was... Oh, my goodness. Dralii. He is absolutely on fire right now. High dribble. Reset right outside the box. And taps it over the top of Joreuz. Doing a good job keeping the ball right at that top shelf height the whole way. Big kickoff for Dralii. Going to work out. He's going to steal both the back corner boost. And what is going on with this camera? Oh, that was lag. I've been having a bit of trouble with these servers here today. Long shot from Dralii, though. This game looking like a win for him with 36 seconds left to go. Joreuz not able to connect on the demo and was not thinking about getting the boost. So did not stand a chance. Another disregard of the kickoff by Dralii. This is lagged. I'm pretty sure you just used more than 100 boosts there. It's just my connection to the server because it's saying I'm not dropping any frames. And just for some reason my Rocket League connection is not as good as it could be. Gonna be a 2-1 lead for Dralii headed into game number 4. A long best of 7 here, though. More than enough time for the best comebacker in the game to make it back. Game number 4, interesting kickoff from Dralii to start. One that I've seen players actually use, although it looks like they're almost making a mistake, not flipping as soon as they should. Dralii, the musty to continue the dribble. Something that you only really see in freestyling. And that was what made a shot that Zapatos hit this weekend at Turf Wars just that much more special. Dralii trying to find top shelf. This is just barely high. I recommend checking out or looking for that shot Zapatos hit this weekend if you haven't seen it. Joreuz able to dodge the demo attempt. We've seen Dralii doing this against Moxie as well, where he's just forgetting about the ball, trying to see if he can connect with the player on the other side of it. But Joreuz outplays, sees it coming. Joreuz trying to score off the kickoff, forcing Dralii in net. So now Dralii playing off pads. Joreuz going to do it again, and this time Dralii can't get to it. My goodness. Only Joreuz would think to score this way with a defender this low on boost. Because I'm going to go for a double and a redirect towards the net, far post. Because, of course, that's the easiest way to score. And I guess it is if you're Joreuz. Dralii with boost control. Joreuz staying on top of the ball, though. See if he can find an opening. Dralii's going to leave him. So far, that opening not there. And now he's going to be forced all the way back into his half. Dralii taking up to the air dribble early. Couldn't get enough height, extra height on it, in order to make Joreuz unable to intercept. Joreuz now the fake. Not convincing enough. Really not much of a fake, just much more a poor setup. Oh my goodness, the acceleration. The own goal, absolutely filthy from Joreuz. Not a real own goal, but 128 kilometers per hour. I want to see. Oh, he had 0 boost. So yeah, he had to try and do something. Ends up booming it top left. You should host 3v3 scrims. 3v3 scrims are really hard to get together. And I think the only way to really do it would be to just host team scrims already. But I think that the 3v3 market is well serviced. I think RLCS has got the 3v3 market fully covered. So I think it's up to content creators to try and give something unique. 2s and 1s, if you ask me. Joreuz, a double, or also 6-mans. Doing the 6-mans pro stuff, I mean, that's interesting too, because it's a bunch of players not playing on their same teams. But teams playing with their respective teams that they play with in RLCS, I think that 3v3 content is covered. I think RLCS has got it covered. Dralii trying to put pressure on the dribbler, something he's been doing all day long. As soon as he resets on 100, he's been trying to turn to get himself right back into play. His opponents, though, have been able to read it, keep him away. Joreuz, he's freestyling here on his way. Why is he keeping it away? He pushed it up to the back wall when there's a chance he could have scored it. I think he would probably had to just convert into a bump or something, because any more touches on the ball would just push it even higher. But for some reason, he felt the best decision was to just do that, just take it to the back wall, and then dralii able to gain a dribble and flick it to bring himself within one. You can do six-mans with rumored rosters like you do phase. SSG, well, that's not really six-mans then, is it? dralii stealing reset. Great pre-jump. The pre-jump meta is here for these air dribbles. This time, Joreuz not booming a power shot over the top of him, but actually attempting to take a dribble. And dralii intercepting it using the ceiling as a way to get his reset back. This is such a great duel between these two. Mechanical plays from them both. Joreuz, what a shot. Grabs the reset so clean. That's the key to being able to threaten all these shots. You're able to just get the reset, get right back into a regular dribble. You don't have to use any of your boost or any of your movement just to, reposition yourself to set up the shot. That makes it nearly impossible to save. This time he's going to use the musty to flick it past dralii. Dralii trying to equalize the kickoff goal. Does not connect. Now, this time, an air dribble will do it. Joreuz is forced into his net. Playing with 7 boosts. Trying to think whether or not he wanted to challenge early, but he's not going to be able to challenge at all with how little boost he has if dralii keeps it high. Joreuz, not a wave dash kickoff, but a wave dash 50 on the second follow-up to the kickoff. I think he was a standard kickoff. Then he showed why the wave dash can be so advantageous. dralii just playing quick off the kickoff. We thought he could get it to the far post before Joreuz recovered. He was wrong. Now Joreuz up into the air dribble for his counterattack. dralii, great recovery to make a save in net. These two guys attacking back and forth. It'll be dralii's turn this time. His reset will be carried away from Joreuz, and he'll tie the game. What a play. Joreuz finally low on boost. See him flipping down the center of the field to get at least a couple pads. Give himself a better chance. But dralii able to keep it away. Read on this complete disregard of the kickoff. Now dralii. Oh, that is not the kind of recovery he wanted. Falling directly on the post. That is a dream scenario, I think, for Joreuz, who wants to counter here. Going off the back wall for the double. dralii says no. Now dralii going to catch this ball. Playing off with the pad he just picked up. Oh my goodness, got more than enough power, though. Just shot it wide. Wait, what's going on? Am I lagging? Am I lagging again? I thought for a second I was lagging because of how wrong this play was by dralii. Not sure what he was hoping to do there. Maybe like a finger slip or something, because it's going to be the freest goal ever for Joreuz. Joreuz looking to protect the ball here. With 0 boost, biding his time for his opportunity to counter. Wants to see if dralii will make the mistake of being overly aggressive. You have to be so perfect when you do those low boost pressure plays off kickoff to never leave an opportunity open. dralii took way too weak of a shot. So, Joreuz has been trying to get these psychos in 1v1s the past month or so that he's been playing, few weeks or so, really. And I'm waiting. I'm waiting for the one that he actually hits. I think he got like a semi one where he didn't air dribble, like he didn't double it while completely in the air, but a ball coming off the back wall, he shot all the way to the net. We haven't seen the full all in the air psycho yet. dralii, a game that he could really afford to win here. Be hard to come back from a 3-1 deficit. It does seem like Joreuz is about to tie it up, but this is the beginning of said comeback. 19 seconds left to go. And he needs a kickoff win here. Joreuz wave dashing to the back corner. Dralii's going to be able to have boost to challenge, though. Joreuz trying to go over the top of him. Dralii intercepts, but Joreuz back to the ball before Dralii could get there. Boost steal. And the opportunity is now for Dralii. He's going to take to the skies. A reset over the top. No! Joreuz is able to stop it. The shot taken just a little bit too close to the back wall where Joreuz can wait to make the save. Dralii needed to get that to the farther post. If so, Joreuz would not have stood a chance at making any defensive play. But Joreuz holds off Dralii to tie up the series 2-2. Joreuz and Dralii. A close battle, which is a bad sign for the call that Joreuz needs to get to. So one of these two need to start to dominate. Dralii on a bounce dribble. He's going to take the hook shot early because he thinks he's got Joreuz out of position. Joreuz doesn't want to let the ball bounce off the back wall. Look at this pre-jump, and Dralii cannot get over the top of it. But wait! Oh, if he had even 5 more boosts, I think it would have been enough to tap that ball on the way back down to the ground. Oh, look at this outplay by Joreuz, baiting Dralii in. It looked like Joreuz wasn't going to be able to get a touch to push it over the top of Dralii. So he decides to drive into the play, but no, it was Joreuz's plan all along. Scooping underneath the ball. Taking an early lead. Someone trying to bait me on. Okay. Makes sense. Sounds like they succeeded. Dralii, look at the reset. Kickoff win. And when you're playing or watching a Dralii versus Joreuz match, you know those kickoff wins are frequently going to turn into something exciting as opposed to your regular 1v1s. This time it'll be the reset for Dralii. Disregards the kickoff. Joreuz is looking to take it to the corner, but he'll die in the process. We're going to see. Oh, I thought we were going to see a pogo. I thought Dralii was going to pogo. It wouldn't make a ton of sense in a 1v1, but it really felt like he was going to bounce off the ground and keep going, but ultimately did decide to land with his wheels. Can he get a Doomsday here? Not likely. Joreuz is able to save it away. Now Dralii deciding to concede the ball in favor of the midfield boost. Able to avoid the Joreuz bump here. Now he's got a great bounce for himself. Deciding to fake the first, and now low 50. Nice play. Threatening high and low, back and forth constantly. Joreuz doesn't know what kind of save attempt to make. Although as the ball creeps closer to the net, I do think Joreuz should favor the low save over anything else, because once it gets that close, it's very likely for the offender to want to try and low 50 to just force it in with muscle. But Joreuz's jump makes it so that you cannot protect the ground. Now Joreuz from the side wall. Tried to go reset. I think way too late. From a position where he needed to just 50. There was not enough time left to get a reset to push it past the defender. So he was going to have to 50 him no matter what. It's whether or not he's 50ing him while attempting to get a reset or 50ing him when he had been setting up for it, which I think is just he's going to be able to get a better challenge every time that way. Dralii holding the ball just far enough away from Joreuz to bait him out, thinking he could take it away from him. Can Joreuz handle this? He's going to go all the way to his own back corner. Dralii likely going to want to close the distance. And another time that Dralii has been prepped perfectly for Joreuz's attempted clear. Joreuz's attempted clear. He tries to send it over the top of the early challenge. Dralii with no boost now, so Joreuz will attack from the ceiling. Use the reset! The far right of the net. Dralii, coming off the wall, was always going to have a tough time getting the save. Decides not to use the wall in attempts to pressure the ball. Trying to make a jump from the ground. Joreuz just pushes it past him. Joreuz, I think he was expecting Dralii to maybe go pick up boost or something. Looked like he was trying to catch and cut the ball directly to the net, which is what players do when they don't expect a challenge. They expect some player to be putting themselves out of position. You want to punish that. dralii not going to take this wall to air dribble, which was set up for him very cleanly. He had more than enough boost to do so. Wants to play the ground game instead. Slight bump of Joreuz. It's going to be enough to clear this ball away. Joreuz will demo him. Now, tons of space. This is a really poor first touch for Joreuz. He's trying to find a way to make it work, and he's actually done a decent job of it. Backflipping that ball to keep it from going to the back wall where there was no angle, but still, dralii is going to take it away, and actually dralii is going to get a goal. 4-2. Joreuz got the boost reset here, and then just put himself in no man's land and turned away from the net. Couldn't afford to fully 180 and turn back at the ball without challenging. At that point, he didn't have enough time to turn back around and reshadow, so he needed to not fully commit to the turn in the first place, or once he did, he just had to try and make it work, because otherwise dralii going to go over the top of him. Joreuz looking for a tight angle cut. 050 with dralii. It's enough to steal his boost, and now he's going to take to the skies because he knows dralii is low, but he actually ends up dropping the ball to the one spot a low boost defender can handle with ease. Oh, dralii, that was poor touch. Able to make up for it just barely, but it will be Joreuz dribbling. Why is Joreuz single jumping and using his flip so far away from net? I don't really understand what his plan is with that. It just feels like it locks up his movement in a crucial moment when he should be setting up something dangerous. But Joreuz has always been a bit unpredictable, and dralii just passed in the ball. Can he score off of it? He can. Long shot for Joreuz. He's got 46 seconds to make up the final goal. Wave dash kickout for Joreuz might look like he lost it terribly, but he really didn't. He's going to get his own back corner boost and get possession, so it's a win for him. He's got more than enough time to set up something on offense. Another really early flip, really in his dribble. He's able to control it this time. Oh my goodness, this flick from Joreuz is an absolute banger. dralii never felt like there was a good opportunity to challenge, takes a trip to the boost, and that is enough time for Joreuz to set up a flick. That is truly nutty. 30 seconds left to go, tie game. dralii, I feel like, has been controlling this game for the majority of it. We do see a delay kickout from him. Doesn't work out too well for him as Joreuz is able to gain his back corner boost. And now he's going for a pinch. He didn't get it immediately, but he set it up. He saw dralii playing ultra aggressive defense, and he realized he had an opportunity to squeeze it past him and get a fifth. Oh my goodness, Joreuz. Now with 16 seconds, just needs to protect his lead. Is he going to change up the kickoff at all? Both of them going wave dash. This is actually a great kickoff for dralii. He's going to have an early opportunity. He needed to prep for the 50 because, of course, Joreuz is going to want to challenge him before he gets anything going. But that double from Joreuz means full space for dralii. Can he clutch it up in the final moments? He's going to go air dribble bump. He connects with Joreuz, and he does! dralii went to old reliable at the 0-second goal. Got enough on this ball to make sure it was going to cross the goal line. Oh, man, what a beautiful shot. Sometimes you can be afraid that the ball's going to bounce in after the bump, but you definitely didn't need to worry about it with that one. So you almost shot it too high as it flies in top shelf. 5-5 overtime in a super crucial game. dralii, can he hold on to this one? Didn't feel like it was his for majority of regulation time. Joreuz trying to steal it away. Touch high off the backboard. dralii going to have to use a good amount of boost to get back to this one. Joreuz challenging. Might have a quick shot. He decides not to take it. I don't know why he didn't take a shot on the bounce. I felt like the angle was likely there. He felt better about taking it off the bounce into the corner, but now it's going to be dralii with a carry. He's going to go back to old reliable potentially. No, he's going to reset this ball. Joreuz might have a counterattack. He also didn't want the power shot. He wanted the flick instead. He misses wide. dralii, I don't think he did enough. He tried to direct it out of danger's way, but instead he just lobbed up a layup for Joreuz. Interesting decision. It almost seemed like he meant... Okay, he throws whoops, because I think he wants to clear it into the corner that he's already in. It seems like the obvious play, but he flew past it, and then the best he could do was a backflip. So Joreuz will win this Game 5 as we head to Game 6 in this best of 7. Joreuz gonna put dralii right back where he was at before with a lead late in this match. Can dralii do it this time around? Got himself a 1-0 lead. Quick off 6 seconds on the kickoff. Wave dash kickoff for dralii. Joreuz going to try and pinch it away. We've seen this from him before to prevent the early shot. Give himself time to get boost. He's going to pre-jump this one. Dralii's going to go underneath it. That was a really hard pre-jump to succeed with. That's why it's so surprising when players are able to do it. But this time, dralii not just going to the ceiling. Every one of dralii's setups before that have been so strong and have been near the ceiling of the arena. So I think Joreuz expecting that again, this time a bit lower. Now dralii wall to air dribble. Reset. Slams the ball way too high and actually can't get back to it. Man, dralii's got to be more careful from those positions. He's got a late recovering Joreuz. I think he could afford to maybe 50, go for some other kind of play. It might be a bit safer than just slamming it off the back wall. Joreuz, this reset so far away from the net. Dralii never really has to entertain the idea of a shot coming. And it'll be a demo and a goal for dralii. Moist signed Astral, so a ton of news is coming out during this stream. A ton of quote-unquote news. LJ to SSG, no way. Astral to Moist, I never heard of that. I guess they have to, because they're about to play with their rosters later today for that tournament. Keep streaming Fear, so news keeps coming out. I mean, neither of those are news, though. We've known those. Joreuz, not the best of first touches. In fact, one of the worst first touches I'd say I've ever seen off of a bounce like that, especially from a guy like Joreuz, who is normally so clean with everything in the air. dralii trying to camp near this ball. Very interesting indecision from him as he just stood there. I mean, end up having to reverse just to get an even touch on the ball, which I don't think is ideal for him. What he really wanted was Joreuz to back off, let him have a free possession. No touch on the back wall here from dralii, and he could not jump off the wall and make the play. Joreuz finds the angle behind him to get his second. Joreuz. Wave dash kickoff. Dralii. Very solid save, actually. He get himself up to the back wall where he could protect it again instead of falling into the net. Got to give him credit for that. Joreuz going to double. Ooh, missed. Recovery there on the ground. I think he was maybe trying to wave dash. Ended up flipping himself. Having to wait the full few seconds for his car to hit back down on the ground. And that's going to be enough time for dralii to gain control. Joreuz tried to pre-jump him so early, and dralii has... Wait. Oh, my goodness. I thought he could just tap it in for free. I didn't think he needed to do this fancy musty. So for a second, I thought he had choked it away. But maybe not. Maybe the musty was the only choice. 4-2. Dralii trying to make it game 7. Joreuz. Air dribble. Oh my goodness, so beautiful. Doesn't get better than that. The wall to air dribblers in this game. They can really put on something perfect off these kickoffs. Never a better time than when the defender is forced to be recovering late. Picking up that corner boost. Dralii gonna pick up the midfield. Joreuz will take dralii's back corner. Tried to get a recovery air roll to a tight angle shot. Couldn't do so. So now he's left a high bouncing ball for dralii. And I actually feel like more often than not recently, dralii has elected to carry them. I know he said at the end of last game that his mechanics weren't feeling on point. Maybe it has a bit to do with that. Trusts himself more from the ground than he does on his air dribbles right now, potentially. Dralii, interesting first touch here in the corner. I can't believe it almost found a way to score. It just felt like it was a bit unnecessary. We actually got Joreuz on the wrong side of the ball. Now Dralii, full field carry, the reset over the top of Joreuz. If his mechanics weren't feeling good, I don't know why. Because it definitely seems like he still has him here. As he goes all the way for the back corner. And Joreuz cannot get the stop. Dralii using his wave dash kickoff to collect the ball, but actually ended up just leaving it at the midfield for a perfect setup for Joreuz, who can now just chip the ball up and aim to either post. It's going to be really hard for Dralii to get the stop. He elects to go to the left post, I think because he saw Dralii slightly turn right at the time of the shot. Who put up the prize pool? I'm so glad you asked. It's almost like you're a plant. HelloFresh did. So feel free to use the code at the bottom of the stream, the panel. Click that to check out HelloFresh. They're the ones who hooked up the prize pool. Oh, the YouTube should have it in the description, by the way, if you want to help out from the YouTube side of things. Dralii, nice outplay. A touch intentionally to get it away from Joreuz. Don't worry about the nets. Just worry about making your defender miss and shoot it later. Joreuz with a minute left to go. Could afford to get a kickoff win like he just did. Take his air dribble. Dralii pre-jumped it. He tried to go underneath it, but Dralii did a good enough job of covering not only the high play, but also the fake low. Got just enough on it. A lot of that has to do with how close Joreuz was setting up his dribble. Sets that up from farther away. It's not as easy to cover every angle. Joreuz really no choice but to be aggressive here in these final 40 seconds. Using his flip early to push the ball towards Dralii. Going to win the 50. Going to get a fifth. 30. 2 goals in 15 seconds. He just got this one in almost no time at all. As Dralii attempting to challenge him so far away. Probably would have been better off playing a bit more passive. I know how dangerous Joreuz can be, but if you force him to use a few more seconds, it wouldn't hurt. Joreuz, possession in his own back corner. He's going to try and take to the skies. Got Dralii to miss. Went underneath him, but Dralii fell back down. What a save from Dralii. I thought he had done what he needed to do, but it doesn't seem like he'll have the time now. Even if this flick goes in, he's just going to roll it directly at the net. Why not? No other way does he win other than that somehow miraculously going in and then getting another chance. So Dralii is going to send it to a game 7 because he wants Joreuz to be late to his call, as $250 is on the line as we head to the final game. Joreuz and Dralii. Game number 7. A much more... Wait, is Joreuz in the Finnick? This is the first time he's played Finnick. Bringing it out only when it matters most. Last time these guys played, much more heavily one-sided in favor of Dralii. Oh, no, wait. Wait a second. Do you guys need me to just count down the 4 minutes and 30 seconds? I don't know if this ball is going to roll in. All right, here's what we're going to do. These guys, I imagine, are going to stay locked. Let's go see. What is happening over here with the ball? Do we have a potential goal here? I think we actually might. Wait, this looks wide. Oh, no, it looks wide. We need more spin on it. This will not be a goal for Dralii, unfortunately, which almost definitely means it's going to come to a stop. Oh, wait, they came. Wait, they broke it. They broke it. Who broke it? Oh, it's Joreuz. Joreuz broke it. That wasn't in. I wonder if he knew it wasn't in. He got scored on. Hey, guys, the person who broke it got scored on. So at least you can feel good about that. Also, saving us from watching 4 minutes and 30 seconds of 2 cars locked together. Joreuz immediately able to get his goal back after breaking the rule one. Able to fake his shot, get dralii to swing a little bit wide outside of his net, and then punish it to the opposite post. Light kickoff from dralii. We've seen him dabbling in this kickoff a bit. Hasn't gone too well for him. Another really early flip despite no obvious pressure from Joreuz. He's fully shadowed, just turned away. Not an actual threat of an early challenge there. Still dralii wants to pop the ball. To be fair, we've seen that a bit from Joreuz as well, so these guys must have something else in mind that I don't see. dralii not able to protect this ball on the 50. Joreuz passing it to himself, or at least he wanted to be. dralii clears it away. Now Joreuz bounce dribble to try and go to that flick we've seen him do a couple times. Air roll, backflip flick. Too strong of a first touch means dralii can intercept it before any flick is able to materialize. Another early challenge from dralii. He has really liked putting pressure on. It has led to him getting scored on multiple occasions, especially as he grabs boosts and turns. It's been a bit easy to read, but he's also prevented these players from getting to feel comfortable with their possessions. Joreuz is eventually going to score, though. 2-1. dralii was fortunate that first attempt didn't go in as he tries to pre-flip out to this ball with 0 boost. The second one will. Have dralii and Nupo played? I don't think so. Ooh, another delay kickoff from dralii. This time it could be a quick goal if he gets the read. No, it couldn't get strong enough touch. Joreuz is going to double it off his own back wall, get his boost stolen, and then get scored on. He throws a no problem to tell himself he's okay despite his defensive mistakes here. dralii even tries delaying on these diagonals, which does seem wild to me. But if Joreuz is going to continue to just slam them and aim them at the back corner, wow. I wonder how close dralii was getting to a touch there. That was going to be a free goal if he didn't matrix past the ball. Joreuz couldn't pop this ball up before the early challenge. He's reading what dralii wants to do, but it's hard to make that play this close to the net. dralii still able to cover the double jump pop. That is the danger of going for a pop like that over a defender. You get the ball right on top of your car where you aren't really protecting it. So if the defender does manage to intercept it, it's going to be a really good counter for them. They're going to basically tee it off your car towards the other side of the field. But, of course, you get him to miss completely. It's a free goal, so a bit of a riskier take, really. But one that I think Joreuz does need to do, the way dralii has been early challenging him left and right. This time dralii will fake into a shadow. Oh, decided not to go out and get in midfield. Interesting decision. He's just going to play off of the pads he has, and Joreuz doesn't have the best of setups to punish him for that. Now dralii with a full field ahead of him. Joreuz is going to slightly turn, but not put on a really convincing fake challenge. dralii thought he had a window to flick it near post. Joreuz does cover it, so this time dralii will take to the air. Did he get the reset? The double! The shot from dralii is absolutely filthy. Joreuz covered the most of the net, so what does dralii do? He places it just outside the net and doubles it off that bounce. I mean, that's insane that he is able to set that play up. dralii a fifth. No better way to punctuate a great shot than an immediate goal again. dralii wall to air dribble. Another kickoff win for him. These are crucial kickoff wins as the game goes on, but gotta be safer than that if you want to try and hold on to this lead against the king of comebacks. Can you check if my dono went through? Oh yes, 420. Yes, I see it. Sorry. Was that you? Wait. There's $13 and 420. Wait. Chat, I missed them both. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I see him now. A Curious G donating $13, and then Danny B donating 420 to add to the prize pool. Thank you so much. I'll make sure to do the math on where that leaves us at now. The dralii. His air dribble reset. Gonna get stopped on the goal line. This pop won't lead to a scoring opportunity, but he does have the boost advantage on Joreuz. Getting a bit greedy here on the goal line. Decides to challenge right away. Felt like his chances were better then than letting Joreuz get some open field. It's probably right. Joreuz is going to take him off the map, though. And unless dralii gets a perfect spawn, it was just about as good as you could hope for. He basically needed to spawn in the way already. I think that was the only way he was able to stop this. And did he spawn? I think he might have been able to spawn one spot closer, and he could have broken up the ball. But I don't know. Is it even possible to spawn where the ball is? Or does the game decide not to put you there if the ball is sitting on your spawn location? 22 seconds. Pressure on Joreuz in the final moments, and dralii will pop it over the top of him. A wave dash setup, and Joreuz deciding not to try and challenge. It's just a bit awkward for him, but I feel like he could have intercepted that ball as it came off the wall. Wanted the shadow instead. So now he's going to need a really great kickoff here. Turn back towards net. Dralii just handed the ball away, it felt like, but he actually got that boost steal. That's it. That was the boost steal at the end of the game, if you ask me. If Joreuz has that boost, there's a chance he finds a way to get a goal. But with dralii in control of it, it will be a GG's from Joreuz. He has to leave quickly because he has a call to get to. But dralii will get the win. The additional prize pool makes it a bit more than $2.56.90. I'll have to figure out what it is exactly. Thank you guys so much for donating. But dralii will not come away from the doubleheader empty-handed. He will once again take down Joreuz, this time in much closer fashion, as he tries to give the fans something for their time with a double reset. GG's. Thank you to HelloFresh. Dralii takes it in 7.